Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and my explanation of how I got into ham radio and all that stuff. I have a few videos on here, but I haven't been a regular poster and I probably won't be. But yeah, sometimes I get this urge to just make a video. Um, so how I started with ham radio personally, I've always been interested in radio. So I remember one Christmas, my parents bought a set of like player radios, two handhelds, and like a base station thing. And me and my cousins had a lot of fun with that, and I've always been interested in it. I remember picking up some security guards with it or something, and it was just awesome to me. And yeah, from then didn't really have any radios or anything like that. I never had any exposure to it really. And then about 2 years ago, in lockdown or just before lockdown, me and a friend got uh, two Baofeng radios. I basically, you can buy those anywhere now. Now, might not be the best idea if you don't have your ham radio license, but hey, we didn't know how it worked and never knew about ham radio and stuff. And yeah, I got this radio here, just a Baofeng UV5R, and eventually we did some research and found out you can't just use it on any frequency. So we went to the license free frequencies and played around there for quite a while. Our goal was to set up a system where I could talk in my room at home and he's on the farm about 16 kilometers away, and then he can also talk in his room, and so none of us have to go outside or do anything like that. So we got um, yeah, we got plans for a quarter wave vertical antenna, just a quarter wave ground plane antenna for the 70 centimeter band, basically, but the license free version of that. And yeah, eventually we made the link. We made a 16 kilometer link on UHF, which was really, really cool. And yeah, just played around with that for a while. After a while, came back to Pretoria, and when uni was starting and stuff, and I started reading up, and I kept getting these YouTube videos of ham radio and stuff, and I started looking up on it and realized how big of a community it actually is, especially in America, because that's where most of the videos come from. And yeah, it really got me interested, and I started to wonder how I can get my license and start getting on the repeaters and stuff, because we have been listening on the repeaters for a while, me and that friend, and yeah, he's going to get his call sign soon, so hopefully he'll be on the video. Yeah, and then I got in contact with someone at the Pretoria Amateur Radio Club and asked how it works and stuff, and they said there are two exams a year. This was now in February, more or less, and they said there were two exams a year in May and October, and I was like, yes, okay, I'm doing it. And I got into the classes, and yeah, started studying for my ham license. And yeah, in May I got my ham license in 2021. So yeah, 2 years basically, or a year and a half after actually getting a radio, and now understanding the frequencies we can use and all that stuff properly. Yeah, so I got my license in May, and then yeah, I basically only had this radio, and I really wanted to get on HF because HF is probably the coolest thing. It's like the Baofeng is the gateway drug, but once you get to HF, you're hooked basically. And yeah, I didn't have enough money to actually buy my own HF rig, so I started saving up, looking at prices and all that stuff. And one fellow ham contacted me, a person I met on Facebook. I'll shout him out, ZS3 Delta Romeo, in the Northern Cape. He said, "Hey, listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll buy you an HF radio, but it'll be CW only. And will you be willing to learn CW to get on HF?" And I was like, yes, absolutely, I'll do it. And while waiting for that, the radio, I started learning CW. Quite a struggle. CW is no joke, but very rewarding in the end. And I got a QCX mini transceiver, 5 watt QRP CW radio. Amazing radio. Just love it. Absolutely love it. The receiver is awesome. I've gotten contacts as far as yeah, deep into the Northern Cape and Natal and stuff. So about 750 kilometers or so. With just 5 watts. It's a single band 40-meter transceiver. Yeah, I've been having lots of fun with that. And while doing CW with someone, they WhatsApped me afterwards, and they were like, "Hey, do you have an SSB radio because we'd love to make an SSB contact as well. Their CW wasn't that good. So they wanted to make a proper SSB contact. And I said, no, I don't have SSB, sorry. And the ham community, just being what it is, just amazing people. They had an old Kenwood TRC 70 lying around, pretty beat up, but it works, and sent it to me for free. Just amazing how how that happened. And since then, I've been having tons of fun. My first contact on HF was actually ZS5 Charlie November. He got back to me, and I still wasn't good enough to copy Morse code, so I was looking at the decoder on my QCX Mini. But I've since moved away from that. I've realized it's quite a crutch. So just a heads up out there. Probably the coolest contacts I've had to date have been Zulu, as I have it written down here, Zulu Delta 7 Bravo Golf. He was on St. Helena Island, which is quite desirable DX, I must say. It's a very small island. I think there are 2 or maybe 3 hams there, and it was on CW, just amazing. And then recently, about 2 weeks ago, as of recording this on the 22nd of May, 2022, about 3 weeks ago or so, I had a contact with K6AR, and he was in San Diego, California. I was on 80 watts CW, and he was on a kilowatt, so he was coming through just amazingly well. And I just couldn't believe it. And we were talking long path. It was 23,000 kilometers plus, and he gave me a 579, which is just insane, on a quarter wave vertical with 4 radials and CW. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. At the moment, I'm in Pretoria, and I can only do HF not every day. Basically, I am studying at the moment. Sometimes I set up my QCX Mini on campus for about half an hour or so now and then. But I try to do some radio on the weekends. And then I have an ICOM F110 mobile radio here in my room that I use to talk on the repeaters and all that stuff, especially when the power's out and stuff. It's just a fun little thing to have in my room. And also upgraded to a different handheld recently called a Fratvark, an RTS Fratvark 2.0. Really, really nice radio, good receive, very nice transmission compared to the Baofeng. I've done some tests with it, and it's sturdily built, and just really, really cool. Must say it's the first time I spent that much money on a radio or on a handheld. But eventually it was worth it. I just decided I want to get a proper handheld. But yeah, so that's where I am at the moment. I must say CW is just amazing. I love the SSB as well. I'm really looking forward to maybe buying a QRP SSB rig as well to do SOTA and POTA stuff. So yeah, my name is Yandre, and I am Zulu Sierra 6 Sierra India, and hopefully you enjoyed this video and the story of how I got into ham radio and where I am now. And yeah, just hit the subscribe button if you want to, like the video, it helps, and I'll see if I could make some CW practice videos in the future. Thanks for watching.